I spent 5 years in college, and I've dedicated 1 whole year to my career. What that is? Electrical engineering. I really do enjoy my job, but here's the thing. There's tests online that tell people what jobs should you have. Here, I have my roommate, Matt. What we're going to do here today is make sure I didn't make a mistake and then help Matt so that way he doesn't make a mistake. Ready to do it, Matt?
Yep. And we're both doing whatever it tells us to do no matter what.
Yep. So if I have to quit my job to become a nurse, I'm quitting my job to become a nurse. Reading. Advise organizations on how to meet their business goals. I kind of dislike that low-key. Counsel people with drug or alcohol addiction.
You counsel me. I have a drug addiction.
Yeah, I guess I kind of like it.
Plug in the
Create art
description.
for sale and exhibitions. Depends what kind of art we're talking about here.
Nude art.
Love it. Entertain an audience.
Do you even like doing this shit? Like, I feel like you don't.
The YouTube?
I'm just joking.
Oh. Yeah, I love this shit. Like, why would I? Yeah.
I was playing on the bid, Xavier.
You
said the YouTube. I was like, oh.
I do it for cold hard cash. Examine artifacts left behind by the previous civilization.
Is that just something that people can do? Like,
yeah,
they're just like, oh, we know where there's stuff. Come over here and look.
Yeah, archaeologists are really important. A lot of times archaeologists.
Hey, now, I never say they're not important. I just said, can you just show up to some place and be like, yeah, there's artifacts here.
So I took an archaeology class, and it was like, first thing, if you want to be a guy who finds dinosaur bones, you're in the wrong class. That is not an archaeologist. And he's like, Jurassic Park got that wrong or something like that.
And then someone got up and left.
Yeah, he's like,
class.
that's a paleontologist. Yeah, basically.
Right,
yeah,
right.
and he said most of the jobs that archaeologists get, he said they tend to be people working for the city, where if there's a new construction site, archaeologists go out there and be like, do we need to preserve this area? Do we need to preserve these artifacts?
Oh, that's lame. But it's like, if they start doing that. Oh, should I not say that? Can I not?
Yeah, you
dox
probably
it?
shouldn't say that.
Oh, but like if they did that here, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing. It's just fucking dirt.
You don't know that. Find support resources for families in need.
I fucking hate it. Boring.
Help a client make a business decision.
I like Boss Baby.
Yeah, kind of like Boss Baby. I like that. Help elderly people complete their daily activities. I like kids more than elderly people because a lot of people like old people, but I've always been. Help someone with a disability get dressed.
Why? Why get dressed? Why not like feed them breakfast or, you know, like take them to work or school?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Dress them.
Install drywalls in a house. I've done that before.
So then, did you like it when you did it?
Kinda. Interpret results from medical tests. Nah, that stresses me out.
No,
I
because
usually let my mom do that.
Wouldn't that count as like if someone has cancer, you have to read it to them? If that was your thing, if you're interpreting the medical results.
No, you just have to interpret them like, oh, this is.
Oh, okay. So you don't have to tell them.
No, I don't think so. Investigate causes of climate change. As an engineer, I wanted to try to find a better, cleaner, renewable source of energy. So I think I'd love that. Keep records of payments received. Nah, fuck that. Me when I charge Matt rent.
He do be doing that though.
Yeah, I'd be texting Matt on the side. Hey, bro, what's going on?
Are you okay, buddy?
Operate a crane at a building site.
That sounds scary as shit. Do you remember that episode of Smiling Friends when they're on the construction site and it falls on the little goblin and crushes him?
Yeah. Perform scientific analysis on evidence from a crime scene.
I don't think that one's good for you because you're queasy. And like if you see
repair damaged farm equipment. Oh, that'd be kind of fun.
Does the animals count as equipment? Would you be like a veterinarian?
Research how genes function.
Gene?
I'm not much of a fashion guy. Sort mail in a post office. I've seen Charlie Day do this, and it's always sunny.
Oh yeah, he looks like he has fun.
Oh, he looks stressed as fuck. I'd hate that.
Well, that's because he was like smoking a bunch of cigarettes.
Yeah. Study sea creatures. Ooh, be fun.
That's fun. Yeah.
Have you heard? I was watching The Summer I Turned Pretty. New season comes out. And they said everybody has a marine biologist phase. Every kid does.
I never did.
I thought about it. My mom did.
I had a dinosaur one.
One of my friends from college did. Savannah, my cousin, says she wanted to be a marine biologist. And I realized that's true. A lot of people want to be marine biologists.
What if it just hasn't happened to me yet, and I become a marine biologist?
You take the test and it says you want to be a marine biologist.
What would you do?
Teach kids how to play well with other kids. I like kids a lot.
Hey.
Verify quality of parts before shipment. That's what Augie does, low-key. Makes it hard to sneak out, though, because he, like, looks at quality of everything. So he's just like,
he has, like,
I
that
saw
keen
tire tracks
eye.
in the driveway. Oh, my God.
That's fucking whack.
Yeah.
It's like Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, he sees everything. Write marketing material for our clients' products. That'd be kind of fun. Like an advertisement, kind of?
Yeah, like how to sell it to people.
Yeah, that could be cool.
Oh,
Start rating careers.
you're a designer. You got an ultra rare.
I got an ultra rare. I got
You got an ultra
like
rare.
it's
You got a
Pokemon.
yeah.
I got a holo.
Like
I
it's
got
a
a
gotcha
holo.
game.
Advanced practice registered nurse. I used to think I want to be a nurse for a while, but having many friends who are in the nursing degree,
What
and
changed your
relatives,
mind? Oh,
I realize it's very hard emotionally on me.
yeah, low key,
I don't know
yeah.
if I'd be able to do that. I do really care for people, but
Yeah, he takes care of me when I get sick.
I
But
do, yeah. Stuntman. Stuntman specializes in performing dangerous or physical tasks in movies, TV shows, or live events.
I feel like they are offering you very different things.
Yeah. I am also terrified of getting hurt.
So give it a 1. Why 2 if you fucking hate it?
Because
Give
it'd be fucking awesome to be a stuntman.
Because you'd be too scared to do anything.
Oh, jeepers. But then, like, I'd go to the bar and be like, you know, Tom Cruise in Top Gun doesn't do his own stunts.
That was me the whole time.
That was me the whole time. I can only do, like, stunts for, like, Pedro Pascal and George Lopez. And you know when George Lopez is the dream machine in Shark Boy and Lava Girl? That was actually me.
When they do the flashbacks in George Lopez and it's just a kid with a big...
Guide dog trainer specializes in training guide dogs, also known as seeing eye dogs to assist.
I think you could do that, honestly.
I could, but I'm not the best with animals.
Well, what if it wasn't a dog? What if it was a person?
High growth entrepreneur. High growth entrepreneur is someone who starts and scales a business with the goals of achieving rapid and significant growth.
You know that episode of SpongeBob when they're selling chocolate? It's like that.
Yeah, that's what the vibe. I was getting like the guy who starts in the mailroom and then ends up becoming the CEO.
Like Monsters, Inc.
Does that happen to most? Oh yeah,
It does kind of happen.
Yeah, no, I was thinking more like what's that cheesy '80s movie? I can't remember it right now, but he's like, he works his way up and he just like walks into somebody's random office and just lies about who he is. Yeah. Secret of Success. This is it.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like
a 2.
I want to say that I don't think you know what 2 means because I feel like the thing doesn't interest you at all and you put 2 instead of 1.
No, I think that interests me because it'd be
A
like
dying machine operator.
yeah, it'd be kind of interesting to work with big machinery that can die people. Or that can die people. Athletic shoemaker.
Bitch, what?
Why can't I just be a shoemaker? Why'd I have to be in
But
shape?
what question did you answer that made it think you were like fucking athletic shoemaker?
Because I said I love basketball.
Really?
It scanned my Arizona Cardinals hat.
Did it even ask you that? I don't remember it asking you that. The basketball thing.
No, I'm joking. Low-key very interesting.
I'm
I'd love
joking.
to design Nikes and like
But why did it know that?
involvement in exercise, sports, and games. I'm not
I'd say
I'm
4.
not like the most athletic person, but I do exercise regularly, love hiking, and I watch basketball.
But you're involved in it. Yeah, it's not just like you have to do it all the
Yeah,
time.
I would say I love it.
Yeah.
Beauty and style, making people and places look very visually appealing. Not that I dislike it, but I'm really fucking shitty at it.
Maybe just neutral then?
Nah, I'll probably put dislike it.
Okay. Not that I dislike it. I'll probably just dislike it.
Creating, writing, and journalism. Oh, I love actually writing. I did journal for a while, but don't read my journal. It's like schizophrenic reading. Engineering, developing, and using technology to produce and maintain things.
I don't know.
I kind of hate it.
Law.
Law sounds so boring to me.
Really?
Just reading through book and book and book. And
Oh, is that what you have to
memorizing laws. Yeah, and then you have to be able to whip that shit out and be like,
Wait, that's
the law.
fucking annoying. I thought it was like Daredevil.
No, Daredevil kind of makes it a little more exciting. But like, if you talk to any lawyer, they're like, they even got like people say ChatGPT is amazing for lawyering because now it can actually organize the laws for you.
Okay.
I think I would hate all that reading and memorizing. Military,
Right.
working in the National Armed Forces to defend a country. So Matt,
Nah.
can I tell them that you're in the military?
No, don't tell them.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. You can tell them.
Okay, so Matt was in the military. This is something I've always thought about because I would never join the military, but I'm like, yo, I'd love to join it just to see if I could do boot camp.
Oh yeah, I think you could.
Yeah, just to be
If
like,
I was able to do it and I'm fucking me, you could definitely be able to do it.
and then also I feel like the camaraderie of it.
Yeah, you can't recreate that anywhere else. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, so it's like a fantasy of mine that I would never fulfill.
You know, you can do it like with your friends. Like you can sign up for a thing and it's like you can join at the same time as someone and they'll send you to the same place.
Oh, you want to sign up again?
I wouldn't have to go through basic again. You.
Ooh.
So you did it. But, you know, I can watch and wait for you on the other side.
Just like it. Teaching, composing, or performing music. Matt, you want to scoot over a little bit?
Dang it.
Y'all see that? Okay.
Start rating degrees.
All right. Let's see. Welding.
Welding.
Oh, that's fucking badass. Oh, anthropology. You know what that is? There's like.
Was that when you stuff dead animals?
I think anthropology is more like asking questions of what can happen with human behaviors.
Oh, I'm thinking of taxidermy.
Let's see. Tell us your history. Your
Uh-oh.
name. Ooh, I might have to.
These are going to get a little,
I might have
yeah,
to cut these
personal.
out. Okay.
Oh,
I
sorry.
provided complete, truthful information about my past experience. Strongly agree. Why would anyone lie about that? Jesus, I know this is gonna... Okay. The work environment suited me. Jesus, my boss is going to watch this.
No, he isn't. Is he?
He is. He found my YouTube channel.
Just pretend that I'm answering the questions.
No, I'll answer.
Pick number 3, my lord.
Kind of neutral. Sometimes I feel like I'm a little stagnant. But, I mean, it is.
He doesn't mean that about you, Mr. Boss.
No, my boss is great. I was compensated fairly for my work. Yeah. Probably pay me a little bit better. I found the work interesting. Yeah.
Not
my
5.
work gave my life meaning and purpose. It's whatever. My personality is a good fit for the job. I'm a little loud for engineering, honestly. When I was an electrical engineer, my managers would have said I did a good job. Yeah, they appreciate me there. When I was an electrical engineer, I fantasized about quitting.
Quitting questions.
I don't know, dude.
He's like back to back. I know you said you didn't want to quit before, but we just wanted to make sure.
Okay, but I do fantasize about becoming a YouTuber. Like, does that count?
No, because it's like you're not fantasizing about the act of quitting. You're fantasizing about the act of becoming a YouTuber.
Yeah, I'm going to put this.
So, yeah.
A feeling of achievement, very important. I like to feel like I've done something. An employer that treats me fairly, very important.
Why?
Job prestige, career is admired and respected in society. I'm trying to be a YouTuber, so...
Wait, so the coworker question, what kind of coworker would you not get along with?
Someone's very stubborn and not willing to grow or learn.
Oh.
Somebody who's very much like, this is how I want things done, and this is how I need it done, and you're not going to change my mind.
Have you worked with someone like that before? And it sucked?
Yeah, at the movie theater. So a lot of times it was the managers that worked there, like the older managers, because they had been there for so long.
Yeah, they just
were
get
like,
so fucking like tired of everything.
Yeah, and then they get very like set in their ways, and I think a lot of times their life didn't go how they expected it to go.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times
they take it out on the kids.
Yeah, I think so.
On the poor little boys and girls.
And I will have a little story. It's kind of, I think I've told this story on the channel before, but I remember like my last week before I started my engineering job now, because I worked there as an intern as like 19-year-old. I remember my last week I was like, screw you, mom, as a joke, and I threw a trash bag like really hard into a trash compactor, just like joking around with the people I was helping train. And then like the manager was like, hey, can I talk to you in private for a second? I was like, yeah, sure. He's like, hey man, it's your last week here, let's be professional. Obviously I'm gonna say if you're hireable again, or we'd always love to bring you back, but let's just keep it real for the last week. I went back.
You threw a fucking trash bag?
I said, screw you, mom. Like, kind of like joking around. Like, I was like, guys, this is how I take out my frustration. Let me play Minecraft, mom. That's what the joke was.
Yeah.
I was like, it's a good way.
He's like, hey, you can't fucking do that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I was training like 16-year-old kids, because 19 at the time. So I was the adult, whatever. So I was like, oh, let me make this fun for the kids. So I threw a bag in a trash compactor and like, screw you, mom. Let me play Minecraft. I was like, yeah, it's a good way to get out your frustrations. They all giggled. And then that's when he gave me that speech. I went back, I want to say like 6 or 7 months ago, and that guy was still working there, gained a ton of weight, and looked uglier. I'm not even going to fret. And then he's just like, oh, hey, long time no see. How's life? And I was like, oh, good. I am full-time now. I graduated school, and I bought a house. I'm like, what have you been up to? He's like, same old, same old.
Damn, that's
So
kind of
like,
sad.
it was like a success story for me, but it was kind of just sad to see this guy like. Yeah.
Maybe he's going through it.
He probably is.
You got to get him out the fucking movie theater.
He's fine.
He just got fat and really ugly and he's been there for 5 years.
I'm hard to get to know.
Now you're just somebody that I used to know. You fucked it up.
Sorry.
It's okay. We'll cut it and make it edit. So
Used to know anxiety.
I fucking hate that song.
It's weird because I have a big personality, but I don't reveal a lot of personal info. People will say that about me. They go,
Like your social security. I think you should drop your walls and drop it right
600. Make people feel at ease. What do you think, Matt?
now. I think 5. When I first met you, I felt very welcomed and at ease.
Okay,
So.
I'll put 5. You are trusting rare. Okay, thanks.
Oh, you got another achievement.
I just feel weird about this because it's like, I don't know.
Why?
Whatever. I don't know.
Explain why.
Because it's like sucking my own dick. I'm always a good listener, no matter who I'm talking to. I'm going to put agree because sometimes I won't give people the time of day when I should. Yeah. And I get up in my own head. But if somebody really needs my listening. Like right now, I'm not listening to anything Matt said because I've been focused on this test.
That's true. I've been talking this whole time. He just starts talking louder on the questions. Like, anyway,
I always make. I feel like Smashing Pumpkins is the best band. I'm more of a Blink 182
despite all my rage, I still.
Smashing things on some occasions. That's insane.
That's a crazy fucking question to ask.
Yeah, I took a job application test. By the end of it, it says you're schizophrenic. Am able to control my cravings.
Ooh, I don't know. He was eating a bunch of chocolate chips
I was
earlier.
much I love chocolate chips.
Well, because you don't really smoke or anything, so like.
I don't smoke.
Well, yeah, at all. So
Yeah.
the only things you do end up craving are just like food.
Yeah, I have a hard time with sweets.
So I'd say just maybe like agree, maybe.
4. Find it easily to manipulate others. Low key, yeah. Agree, I would say.
Yeah, I'd say agree.
Because sometimes I'm a little sloppy with it, but then sometimes I'll get in a state where I'm like, oh, I just feel cluttered and have to clean shit. What is that? Don't have much energy. Disagree.
Ultra rare! Ultra
I'm a
rare!
social
Ultra
butterfly!
rare!
Ultra rare!
Oh my god! Oh, yes!
Hold a grudge. Ooh.
Like the movie?
Yeah, I always have that shit in my hand. Here, put the fucking Blu-ray copy down of the grudge.
Xavier, we don't need the grudge at the pool. Leave it home.
I'm skilled in handling social situations. Strongly agree, unless my Asperger's flares up. Amuse my friends.
I'm very amused all the time.
I'm not sure where my life is going.
I feel like this is such a bullshit test. What are these questions? Life of the party? What fucking question for a job is that?
I don't know, dude. Have attacked someone.
Oh shit!
Mentally, yes. I've been a dick to people. But
Your mental mind powers? You pick them up and throw them against the wall?
Shook them like a dog.
What if the last question is like, I do not know there's someone at my front door right now. And it's like, yes, no.
Immediately feel sad when hearing it. Neutral. It depends. If it's like something like somebody close to me, yes. But if it's like something that's I'm not involved with.
Yeah,
no.
like something you can't control type shit.
Yeah. Insist that others do things my way. No. I'm gonna say no because sometimes I'm like, you have to do it this way. But other times I'm like, as long as it gets done.
Yeah.
Keep my feelings to myself regardless of how happy I am. Depends on the person. Know what to say to make people feel good. Sometimes I make things worse. Like
I would say agree for that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Sometimes I make things worse though.
When?
Like I'll say shit that I shouldn't say.
Well, not to me.
Yeah.
I'm pretty easy to please though, so I'm not a good baseline.
I'll put neutral. Rarely cry during sad movies. I actually used to not cry that much during sad movies, but as of a lot lately, I get really, really, really close. I never do shed a tear, but I get choked throat.
I cry all the time in sad movies.
I'm gonna say disagree.
Even if I've seen the movie before and have cried to it before, I'll still cry.
Really talk a lot. Strongly agree.
No.
I do. I talk a lot. Talk to a lot of different people at parties. Strongly agree.
Yeah, that one's yes.
I just go everywhere. Tend to feel happy and irritable at the same time. What the fuck? That's crazy. I would rather delay a decision than make the wrong choice.
It depends on like how time sensitive it is.
I'm gonna say disagree. I asked for forgiveness, not permission.
Oh, okay.
Products. Yes, strongly agree. Finally.
Holy shit.
God damn, that took forever.
Cinematographer? That's sick.
Whoa.
Gaffer?
What the fuck's a gaffer?
That's like the lights in a play.
You have a strong interest in artistic jobs. They make lights in the play. 17 hours.
That's fucking garbage.
Yes.
There's no growth in that
really.
either. Wait, geosadist?
There's no electrical engineering on here. Overview. 69K a year. Focuses on the measurement and study of Earth's geometric shape, gravitational field, and orientation in space. That's fucking awesome.
Is it too late to start doing that?
I have an engineering degree. I'm sure I can get into it if I really want to.
Start tomorrow.
They make less than they make right now.
Oh.
Okay. What about geothermal engineer? Helps to harness the Earth's internal heat for various applications, including electricity generation, heat. That's cool. I would really like that, actually.
You work at a smoke factory?
I work at smokestacks.
Yeah. Elevator mechanic? What the fuck?
That's so random. What the hell? Dude, I forgot to tell you.
104K?
I forgot to tell you, when we were in Mexico, the elevator was, like, sketchy as fuck. And it would, like, stop and get stuck, and someone got trapped in it for 2 minutes. And then one night when, like, Donnie was really, really fucking drunk. If you don't know who Donnie is, check out the Fortnite video. Anyways, we were going up the elevator. He was just like, fuck my life. And he hit the door elevator. And it went, all the lights turned off for a second. And the elevator went, doo, 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 and the light popped out. And it was dangling. And everyone was like, what the fuck just happened?
Was it just him in there?
No, it was like a whole group. And it was so fucking scary. None of these say YouTuber. None of these say electrical engineer. So I don't know what the fuck.
Game level designer?
That'd be dope.
Video game producer, director?
That'd be dope. Digital remastering engineer. That actually has been. That was one of my dream jobs for a long time. To be a recording engineer.
How do you do that?
So after the music's been made, you then mess with the EQ to make it sound.
Like balanced?
Yeah, sound balanced. Make it sound how the artist wants, and you do a lot of the digital editing and balancing, making sure it sounds like. Sometimes you want the guitar to be on one side, and then you want it to be full. That's a lot of what that is, and that actually always did interest me. But that's more of like a. That's like a hobby dream that you can get into.
Is that hard, though, to do?
Yeah, audio is very, very hard to do. You see all these microphones and shit I have? Yeah, I did a ton of research to try to really make my audio sound good. So I'm getting engineer on here a lot.
It's almost like it's trying to tell you something.
What do you think, Matt? You think being an electrical engineer kind of fits some of the...
Yeah. It's power engineer, isn't that the same thing, kind of?
Oh, that's literally what I do.